Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How are you today, Noah?
Whoa, I'm good. Yeah,
I think we timed that pretty well.
we did. Now that you can hear the tunes, how do you feel? Because that's the first time you've ever introduced the show.
I felt a rush of adrenaline.
Did you? Yeah.
Felt
It
amazing.
really gets you going, right?
It's like when you see all these movies about news presenters, and it's like, "Good evening, San Diego." It's like, oh, felt that.
Stay classy.
Stay glance. Oh.
But that sounded very piloty. Is that your pilot voice?
Yes, it is.
Did you do that on purpose?
Of course I did.
Right. So do the normal.
Good morning. Yeah, hi. Great.
Yeah,
No,
pilot voice.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you got to have that monotone.
Wait.
Go on.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome on Flight 227 to Los Angeles on the sunny day.
You know, I think you could be an American Airlines pilot.
Really? You think so?
Or Delta. Who would you go for?
I don't know. Probably Delta.
Delta?
Yeah, because Sky Team.
Yeah, Sky Team. Not
Sky
Star
Team.
Alliance. Oh.
Yeah, we're all Sky Team. I always, I wanted to ask you quick pilot question.
Yeah.
When pilots say all the weather crap, is that necessary?
No.
Who needs it, right?
No one needs it.
Why do they do it?
Because it's like, why do actors want to add little extra bits into a movie? Because they want to be on screen longer. They want to have this moment like, oh, this is my... I'm feeding my ego right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Is it company policy?
No.
So the airline doesn't require captains to do that?
I'm not 100%. I can't comment on that, but for what I see is example...
No comment.
No comment. On KLM, they'll do heaps of announcements, one pilot will just make one announcement at the end.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, imagine that happened if you're a pilot. The voice crack.
I
would have a significant loss of confidence in my pilot's ability to pilot the plane. No, legitimately, I'd be more worried. You know? Imagine, right? You're landing in a storm or something, and it's like, ladies and gentlemen, please buckle in, right?
That's now you just sound like you're having a stroke now.
Oh, sorry.
Which I'd still have no faith in my pilot.
Yeah, right. But if you're sitting in a plane, would you have less faith in your pilot if they said if they talk like that?
No, but there'll be a moment where I go, shit.
Would you nudge the person next to you? Like, we're fucked. You were absolutely screwed.
Do up your seatbelt at extra tight, mate. Come on.
It's like, you know what? I need to take control. I need to go to the front.
Just storm the cockpit.
Yeah, you may fly a Cessna only, right? You fly a Cessna, right, Dunphy?
No, I fly a Diamond DA-40.
Well, a tiny baby plane, right? Like a putt-putt boat of planes is what you fly. And then you'd have more faith in yourself above the voice cracking pilot.
No way. This guy's got his training. Or girl, you never know.
Yeah, what if it's like what if you're flying an airline that's less known for its safety record?
Like PIA?
I don't know.
Pakistan International Airways.
We're going to segue? Is this your segue?
No, this is...
It was your segue.
It was my segue. I've been forced into this segue. As promised, I decided to do a little bit of research.
So now you have your facts straight instead of what happened last time? You got the frickin' plane name wrong.
Yeah.
Not the A320, the A3...
No, it was the A320.
I know,
I said the A321.
And you got A21. What the fuck, Dunphy? We have higher expectations for you.
Higher expectations, but I just disappoint sometimes.
You do. But it happens. It happens.
We're just we're gonna move swiftly on. Apparently, researchers have developed this new theory that maybe because he did a go around, as you said.
He did do a go around.
That
and what does that mean for the people?
Go around means that the aircraft is on final.
Did they go around?
He was on the final, and then at the last minute, the pilot decided to say go around, which means thrust up, flaps will decrease, and landing gear will be retracted back up. But in this case, experts are saying that maybe the landing gear was never down in the first place.
Wait, so they were going for the landing, and the landing gear didn't go down.
He didn't. Maybe he forgot.
He forgot, and then he went around.
He felt the and then went around.
Like he hit the ground.
So the photos.
What? No, that's
suggest,
ridiculous.
Yeah, photos
Would you
suggest,
just crash your plane if you hit the ground with no landing wheels?
Not necessarily, because think about it. If you were on a bike and you put both feet down softly.
Yeah, but this isn't... I'm not like... This plane is going at like 1,000... How fast did they go?
Probably about 146 nautical miles an hour.
I don't know what a nautical mile is. I don't know what miles are. I don't know what miles are.
210 kilometers an hour.
What makes a mile different from a nautical mile?
I should know this.
Because it's a different measurement, right?
Yeah. It has something to do with variation. I know that.
variation.
Don't quote me on this, people, but it has something to do. Okay.
You did not have your shit together, right?
I never do this research.
Folks, imagine this, right? This man might be flying you around in the future. If
There is a difference between statute and nautical miles. I can tell you that.
Statute.
There are two. There's statute miles and nautical miles. And nautical miles are what you use to like plan your flights and flight routes.
And statute miles? Is that road miles?
That's like normal miles, like statute still.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
But nautical miles. What is it? Don't Google it.
I'm not going to Google it. I can't comment because if I get it wrong, I know someone's going to crucify me.
Who's going to crucify you?
Our thousands of fans, Noah.
That's true. Yeah, they
but
comment.
I have to show you this. The airline. Yeah, I will post this photo on our Instagram. If you want to head over to our Instagram at Radio Hot Air.
Oh, smooth plug there, bud.
Indeed. There are some photos of today's content, which will.
We'll talk about that later.
Indeed.
No spoilers, huh?
This photo shows considerable damage to both underbellies of the left and right, or
is
that
damage
engines.
on the engine there?
Yeah.
So they scraped the engine.
And then that's what the experts are saying. Did the pilot forget to put the wheels down?
That's crazy. But so is it pilot error?
Possibly.
How do you forget to put the wheels down?
It's literally one of the most important things.
Yeah, right? Doesn't it do it like automatically or something?
No.
You have to press a button.
Well, no, it's a lever. You pull the lever out.
A lever?
Yeah. And
Lever.
what's lever?
Lever.
Lever.
What's the American one?
Lever.
Lever? Yeah, that sounds more American.
What have I done?
Lever?
Done something wrong.
I don't know. Who gives a f-
This is like aluminium. Aluminum.
Aluminum. Yeah, sounds better.
So it literally, and also it will say when the pilot was in approach, it would have said like landing gear, landing gear, landing gear. So maybe it was a technical issue, but experts are still trying to work this out because all these.
But so he tried to land, didn't.
This is the theory.
Hadn't had his landing gear down. He went for another go around, and then how'd they crash?
The engines both failed
Because he fucked up the landing.
Well, maybe he fucked up. Or maybe there was an issue with the sensors.
Yeah.
The landing gear maybe didn't retract properly. But then there are 3 green lights. So if the landing gears are up, there are 3 top green lights. If they're failed, then they go red. And if they are down and locked, they'll go green again.
Okay.
So he should have checked that.
And he didn't check it because he's a stupid fuck or something.
Well, we don't know.
We don't know.
It could, yeah.
When will they find the black box, Dunphy?
The black box is, I believe, being found. I'm not too sure if it's, what's the word?
Intact?
Yeah, readable. Like they can extract all the data.
Can't those things like survive nuclear bombs or something? They're
They
really
can
sturdy.
Yeah, like 30 days they'll still transmit a signal from the bottom of like the Mariana Trench. These things are incredible.
Incredible. So, and what are these? These are like data storage devices.
So there's, the black box and the flight recording unit.
Really? Which one is the voice of the pilots?
The flight deck recording.
That's the interesting one, I think. For me. I don't care about solving the mystery. I just want to hear what they're talking about.
Well, you can hear his, I know this sounds a bit morbid, last words to ACT.
Really?
Which are very unclear. So.
Okay. Well, I always think, what happens in a situation where you're like, well, I think we might die. And that these pilots, I wonder, that's interesting to me, Right? As a pilot, what do you do if you're about to crash? What goes on?
I don't know. It's something. In all these Hollywood movies, you see the people reaching for like a photo of their loved ones in a war movie, but
I don't.
Is it really like that?
I think like in Sully, right? One of my favorite films. He just stays calm.
Sorry, I just like to plug Captain Sullenberg. You're a hero.
Yeah, he just stays calm and is like, whatever co-pilot name, we're gonna land in the river.
Yeah, that's the thing. This guy also was there, helped him, but no one remembers his name.
No one cares. No one cares. But it's amazing how these people stay calm. Have you? Because you fly.
Yeah.
Dunphy, how do you stay calm? And have you had emergency situations?
I've only had one emergency situation.
You've actually had an emergency situation?
It was a really lame emergency situation.
Now, what's the emergency?
So there's an airport in the north. It happened when I was doing my training. And there was an airport in the north called Texels. And it's in the north of Holland. It's a grass strip.
Just grass?
Grass strip, yeah.
What the hell? You can just land on grass?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But it's okay. We'll explain this later. But
are there bumps in the grass?
Yeah. So when you land, you have to keep your nose wheel slightly off the ground until it's planted. But then when you're taxiing and everything, you got to keep your aileron.
What the hell's an aileron? I don't know these terms.
Elevator, which allows.
Okay. We'll just move on. Okay.
We were taking off, and we take off, and I'm with my instructor, and I'm like, "What's? Do you see that in the side of my vent as I'm climbing out of the circuit?" And he goes, Yeah, he reaches over.
Wait, into the vent?
Into the vent. Like,
what
to
vent?
open the vent. So in an aircraft, you have 2 vents, which allow inside air to flow in and out.
Okay.
And
so you don't suffocate, huh?
Yeah, and also so you get fresh air because it can be really hot in there.
Okay.
And he opens it. There's a giant wasp in this small little dome.
Oh,
with us.
God. That's not great.
We had to literally, like, call them, say, okay, we're coming back around, straight around, because we got a wasp. Like, this is almost an intruder level. Like, we need to get down.
Hijacking.
We have a hijacking wasp.
God.
So turn around, join the circuit, and land, and let this wasp out. That's like the closest thing. I've had a few like electrical faults in the aircraft where fuses just pop out. That's normal. Well,
what?
Not normal.
How is that? That doesn't seem normal.
Well,
that's not very comforting.
Like in your house when the electrical load's too high, you go.
That doesn't just happen to me. I don't just have things
planes
pop.
are sensitive things.
Planes. That's right. It's great. Yeah, very comforting. You know, planes, they're sensitive. Okay, you're pointing at me. I don't know what that means.
Start the next topic.
Start the next topic. We'll talk about the thing that's on our Instagram, which once again you can find us at Radio Hot Air. No, at Radio Hot Air. Yeah. Okay. I was making a playlist the other day for running, and I'm having to make new ones because I'm running more and I'm getting really bored of my freaking music. And if you check the Instagram, it's so fucking annoying. But what happened is I made it once, and then it made it 1 million copies of my playlist.
Now on the Instagram page, I've only taken a snapshot of what is there.
I took the snapshot.
No, I took the snapshot.
Okay, I emailed it to you, Dunphy.
I emailed it.
No
then
credit.
I had to screenshot it. Then I had to
oh, you screenshotted the email?
Crop it? Yep.
Oh, you did do some edits. Okay, I'm sorry. Credit where credit's due, Dunphy.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, very important.
So you're only seeing literally a small square, a slither of what's in Noah's library.
It's so much. And what's even worse is I went through it all and I deleted all of it, right, on my iPad. Then I went to my phone. My phone, it was still there. It hadn't synced up. And then I went back to my iPad. It hadn't deleted a thing. And I'm really fucking annoyed. And this is just, Apple, once again, has been the bane of my existence.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, Apple playlist shenanigans. So, have you had any problems with Apple's recently, Dunphy? Anything similar? The
only issue I have with Apple is, sure, there might be a song that's more popular because my music taste is very outdated. And I'll ask Suri to play a song because Suri's connected with Suri. Suri.
There's no you there, buddy.
God.
Siri.
This is where accents and pronunciations don't align.
But why do you say Suri?
Suri.
If you say, hey, Suri.
Oh, I don't know if mine's turned on, but let's try. Hey, Suri.
It did it.
Yeah.
That's insane. Do you have an Australian?
Hey, Siri.
It doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Because it's calibrated to your voice, huh?
Exactly. So, hey, Suri.
That's ridiculous.
It works.
It did it. Oh, that's so dumb. I mean, it's not dumb. It's very smart technology. I just think it's weird how you pronounce this.
But yeah, I asked Suri to play a song, and then it will play the like a song that has something of my, like a similar, like maybe a remix or something more popular, but not the song I want it to play.
Oh. Okay.
And it's like, if I listen to that song, why not use
But do you use a lot of voice commands then, huh?
Yeah, I have an Amazon Alexa in my room.
That's not Siri, though. Yeah,
but Suri, Amazon Alexa.
Hey, would you say, hey, Alexa?
Hey, Alexa.
Okay, so no you there. No random you.
No, because where's the I in Alexa, Noah?
So an I is a you now.
No.
What is this, Dunphy? Explain yourself.
It's just pronouncing. It's like, as I said, the dictionary got lost in the first fleet.
Suri.
Suri.
That's it. That's just...
How do you say it?
Siri.
Oh, God.
Is that the wrong way? No, I don't think it's the wrong way. I'm not crazy.
Well, I'll give it to you. Apple was made in America. The Americans...
Yeah, but you're not going to change the way you're going to say it, are you?
No, God, no.
Yeah,
Siri.
Siri. Yeah, but now it's an active decision. Okay. We're getting hitched on things like this.
No, it's Suri.
Yeah. Okay, whatever, man.
We'll put a poll out. Do you say Suri or Suri?
What do you think they're gonna say?
Well, I'm actually curious. I'm gonna put that up now.
Why? No. Maybe wait until we're at the end of the show.
Ah, come on.
Well, maybe not multitask.
I'm amazing at this. Okay.
You do this when we have guests, right? That's okay because I can just talk to the guest. But now it's just us.
No, you can talk to me. I'm with you.
You're here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm always here.
You're just taking a photo of a black screen?
Yeah, because I don't... Do you want that?
It's fine. It's fine. Dunphy? It's okay. Ooh, it's snappy. I like that one.
Yeah, it's like...
Yeah, it was
never
good.
mind.
We should stop commenting on our transitions.
Because it's the second episode, I think people get it. Like, yeah,
You
guys
can
hear
hear them now. Yeah,
nice
we
one.
understand. Even though your like little head bobbing movements are never not amusing. The little like move
little
around,
disco. You
little
gotta have a
disco.
little-
Yeah, little jam out to the music. I appreciate that. Well, Dunphy, I believe you have a Boeing update for us.
Ah, I do. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that wonderful time of the day where we go back into aviation curb, I think we're allowed to call it legally.
There's no... Okay, yeah. No, sure, aviation curb.
Aviation corridor.
Aviation corridor.
There we go.
Oh, that sounds very tranquil.
We can do corridor stuff now.
Aviation corridor.
Noah's corridor.
And now we walk down
Aviation.
corridor.
Let's have a little ponder down aviation corridor.
Yes. And then we go on to Forever Avenue.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Right?
It's tranquil.
Yeah, it's very, very...
Anyway, Boeing has officially decided that it will continue at a slower rate. It's Boeing 737 MAX production.
That's ridiculous, right?
However, it has not got a solution.
Yeah, what did they explain the reasoning?
It
Have they lost their marbles?
The chief executive...
Wait, just to give... I understand we have listeners who may not know what's going on.
Oh, sorry. Do you want to give the recap? Or?
I'll do the very quick recap.
You do a quick recap.
While you put up a poll on our Instagram. So basically what happened is there were technical problems with this Boeing MAX 8. Now we're in a global recession where air travel demand has plummeted, and a bunch of airlines are needing government assistance to stay afloat, and most airline orders, aircraft orders have been canceled.
Indeed.
Now Boeing has decided, what I hear from Dunphy, to continue the production of a plane that is, one, not allowed to fly, two, there's very low demand for that plane, and three, there's low demand for the industry in general. Why are they doing that?
I believe that a lot of airlines still have so much faith in the MAX.
Why would they still have faith in the MAX? There's been no evidence that they fixed the problem, has there?
No, they have had ideas, they have had breakthroughs like, okay, we've identified the problem.
Oh, wonderful.
In Boeing's annual report, we know we have a problem with our plane.
And we're still going to build it.
We're still going to build it.
But what happens, because the problem was the MCAS.
MCAS, yeah.
Right, which is a
Movement
software.
Augmentation Characteristic System.
And what? Movement?
No, sorry. Movement Characteristics Augmentation System.
Oh, you got it wrong again.
Yeah.
Dunphy. Oh, my God. I feel like you're trying to flex your aviation muscle here.
I feel like
it's just like, it's like a little balloon that just blows up and then gets popped.
It always gets popped.
But yeah, so that's a software problem. And what that means is that software they had put in so that pilots didn't need to really get retrained for the new aircraft, so that it would become more economically attractive for airlines. Now, are they planning to have another software fix, or are they going to have to change the actual design of the aircraft?
The aircraft, I believe, is completely fine from what their initial findings show.
Okay,
so they have
pilots are just going to need to be retrained.
Okay, they haven't announced all that. What they have announced is the design of the plane is fine, hence why they're going to continue the production.
Yeah.
But the issue is the sensors failing and reading to the MCAS system. So at the front of a plane, you might see these little things that look like triangles, and they have a little round thing that connects them to the plane.
Very clear.
I'm trying to explain this
It's
really
fine.
basically.
A sensor.
A sensor.
That's what matters.
And it determines what pitch attitude that the nose is at. So if it's climbing, if it's standing, if it's...
So it's putting up or down.
Yeah.
Whether the nose is pointing up or down.
Yeah, and if the wind, the direction of the wind, it moves the sensor.
Okay.
Now the problem is these sensors, one of them is failing, hence why there are two. There'll be one of them that fails, and then the system will say, okay, we're climbing, we need to put the nose down, but the other sensor's working. However, MCAS thinks that the one that's working is failing.
Yeah.
And then it causes the plane to nose down. They can't fix anything. However, they can counter this by doing a grasp and hold technique. Long story. But I guess in that moment, if your nose is going straight down, you're trying
Yeah.
to figure out the problem, you're not going to think that straight ahead.
Exactly.
So,
We did praise pilots earlier for staying calm, but not everyone's Captain Sully.
no, not everyone's Captain Sully. And
Would you say that we talked about this, I think, a couple episodes ago, but you said it was more of this problem was more applicable to airlines with less experienced pilots?
Yeah. So, Ryanair.
Yeah.
Ryanair, I think, will probably be one of the places I'll look to first join because of very low requirements on your hours and experience.
Yeah.
But what Ryanair...
But so, like, the major American airlines, they should be fine.
Yep. But Ryanair's maintenance is good, and it hires good pilots because we get the European standard, so we have a lot of training.
Yeah.
However, they guarantee one of their selling points to their pilots is fastest first officer to captain in less than, 8 years.
Oh, okay.
So someone who is like me, I'm going to be joining when I'm 19. I can be a fully licensed captain on a 737 by the age of 27.
And that's young.
That's very young.
Okay.
Think about it. People who doctors haven't even finished their full medical degree by the age of 27.
Yeah. So, very nice of Ryanair, but is it safe?
That's the question. And there's all evidence suggesting that it's safe. However, if you look at countries in Asia where they're less experienced, have lower requirements in their licenses, maybe certain countries are able to react to these issues faster.
So is Boeing crazy to restart their production?
I don't think Boeing's crazy to restart their production in terms of the aircraft's completely fine. However, I think they're crazy in terms of the situation that they're currently in.
And that they want to continue production.
They want to continue production when they know that, sure, airlines have already placed orders in for these aircraft. However, how many of these airlines are going to still purchase them if the industry is still collapsed and isn't recovering in 2 or 3 years' time?
Yeah, but won't potentially, right, economically speaking, because the industry's collapsing, won't certain airlines might want to retire their older, inefficient aircraft and pull in newer, more efficient aircraft?
Indeed, a lot of airlines...
So that's because it's money saving, right?
Yeah.
Because actually, the MAX 8, great plane, right? It's
Fuel efficient,
really fuel efficient. But then again, problem is what happens... if it crashes, that's not good.
You have the more lux airlines, KLM, British Airways, your more top tier.
Top tier
airlines. However, your budget airlines, they tend to be really fuel efficient and cost saving. So they look in terms of long run. Okay, we're going to retire all of our older fleet, and they'll buy the new planes.
Ones.
However, the lux airs, the top tier airlines, they tend to think more short run.
That's interesting. So actually, Ryanair would be more interested in getting the newer, efficient planes rather than British Airways or KLM.
Indeed.
Oh, that's okay.
Because
that's
they're seen as flagship carriers.
Yeah. So because they have higher margins, they can afford the wiggle room.
They might have more subsidies from governments as well.
Yeah. Okay. So really, what Boeing has to do is they have to corner the market in the budget airline industry.
So that's why they have a lot of purchase from Southwest.
Ryanair. Aren't they completely Boeing?
Yeah. Ryanair said we have 100% faith in the 737 MAX production. So they know that they still have purchase. So sure, there might be a lot of cancelled orders. Mm-hmm. But Ryanair, who's already operating in coronavirus, they've increased.
From position of like a MAX 8, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think they might see rises in purchases of the MAX 8 compared to other aircraft, and that they might actually change? So they're currently producing. Are they still producing older, less efficient aircraft?
Yes.
So might they cancel production of those and focus on the MAX 8?
At this point, I believe they've still suspended some of the other production. So, I know Airbus is still producing its A380s for Emirates.
And those are the double-decker ones.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't British Airways recently put all of theirs out of commission?
No, that was Air France.
Air France.
But still, Qantas is slowly retiring theirs, and a lot of airlines
because
are retiring.
the A380 was a failure.
It was a failure in terms of its fuel efficiency and its ratio to... So you can look at profit maximization here, is what aircraft can get higher profits in terms of costs and revenue.
But because the A380 wasn't as fuel efficient.
No, it wasn't, because you got it's like a double-decker bus.
Yeah.
It can carry so many more people, however, it burns through much more fuel.
Exactly. And also, I read online that they needed because they were so huge that a lot of the gates in the world couldn't accommodate them.
Yeah, a lot of airports had to build, because if you think about it, what's something that causes what especially budget airlines like doing? They like getting people on the plane and off the plane as fast as possible, right?
Yeah.
They can't do that with 1 or 2 gates with an A380 that's carrying 500 people.
Yeah, but so regardless, like the flagship carriers, right? They don't have that problem.
They do.
And then they were the purchasers. I don't think there was any budget airlines that purchased an A380.
No, it was ANA, Qantas, all the flagship carriers.
Yeah.
No, I can't think of one.
Well, anyway, Boeing, crazy or not, we'll have to find out.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens to their stocks and stuff in the future.
Exactly. Quickly before we move on, what's your prediction?
I predict that the airline industry will recover in 3 years, and then Boeing will see a bunch of orders by then. But for now,
but will the MAX 8 be a success for Boeing, or are they doubling down on the wrong card here?
I think it will be a success if they can fix the software problem in time.
Yeah, and do you think that? Okay, interesting. So
I can't.
Who will be on top, Boeing or Airbus?
Boeing in terms of what it's got up its sleeve right now. But if Airbus reveals something in the next year,
because the A3, the Neo, right? That's the Airbus is really new efficient. Is that doing well?
The Neo's doing well, but not as well as I would have expected it. Because if you look at
it because of the suppressed demand due to the coronavirus?
Well, before coronavirus, it was out. It was ready to be purchased, but no one really. There's EasyJet purchased it, but no one else really. So
why is that?
I really don't know. I have no idea.
Is it because people just have more trust in Boeing overall, or
I think it's because the
prefer
demand.
Working with the American company, or
well, if you look at a new airline, not new airline, it's Brazilian called Embraer.
Yeah,
they produce these.
It's not an airline though. That's a manufacturer.
Oh, sorry, Airbus. Not production company.
Yeah, manufacturer.
Oh, sorry,
aircraft manufacturer.
I've lost my train of thought there. They like KLM. They replaced all their Fokkers with. I'm not joking. The Fokker.
It's a Dutch aircraft.
Yep. They replaced all of them with Embraer, and a lot of other airlines like British Airways are doing that. And
these are.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So other new producer coming to the market, and I think this is going to be where the short to medium haul airline industry gets a real run for its money because Embraer is bringing a lot of good aircraft, fuel efficient aircraft.
Okay, well, thank you, aircraft correspondent Dunphy.
Aircraft corridor.
A walk down aircraft corridor. Okay, Dunphy, I've picked so far. You may pick now.
Ladies and gentlemen, when was it?
Sorry.
Yes.
To interrupt. Rat update.
I haven't seen the rat.
Oh my god!
So I bought some sand, and I got some twigs and stuff, and some tinfoil, and I plugged up the hole.
Tinfoil.
You know what tinfoil? Oh, aluminum wrap, or foiled wrap.
Why do they call it tinfoil? No, it's not a legitimate question. I've called it tinfoil. Why?
Yeah.
It's not. There's no tin there.
Yeah, it's all
okay.
Anyway,
yeah.
And I found the hole it was coming through in our backyard, and the other on each side. So I just got a.
What hole? So you have a fence, I assume.
Yeah. So in Holland, quite a few of the houses outside of the canals, in Amsterdam, outside of the canals, have little backyards.
Mm-hmm.
And they're
actually, I used to live in a canal house. We had a backyard.
Yeah, exactly.
Not huge. It was just a little like.
It's like in America and all over the world, you usually have like really big backyards if you live in the suburbs. But here in Amsterdam, it's quite close.
Yeah, but it's not the burbs. We're in the city.
We're in a city, so
it's
a
nice little backyard.
We have a nice little backyard, and it has a fence that we share with our neighbors, and you like it a little rectangle. And I found the two holes at the back of the fence where the rat was traveling through. So I just crunched up some tinfoil and put some sand over it, and ever since it hasn't come back.
Really?
Yeah. So I think.
Why doesn't he climb over? Isn't that a thing that rats could do?
No, because they dig under. Like dogs dig under the fence. So if you block the hole and you make
Couldn't
it half
they
dig
another one?
Well, they can, but the issue was as we put tiles down, and there was like, how do I put this? About 3 inches at the back of the fence by the tiles where.
Inches.
Yep.
You operate in inches?
I'm
just wondering.
It's complicated because in aviation you use inches, you use gallons, you use feet.
You do?
Yeah.
Not meters and kilometers?
No, nautical miles.
Oh, yeah.
Feet, altitude, distance, nautical miles.
Is it because the Americans cornered the aviation market?
I have no idea. But don't forget, Boeing will use kilograms for its fuel instead of liters or gallons.
Kilograms?
Yep.
Okay, a whole jumble of units. Fantastic.
So, yeah. I
love that standardization there.
I use whatever So I'll change for a meter or inches. So about 3 inches at the back of the fence where it can like climb out and dig a new hole through the sand.
Yeah.
That was at the bottom. Because in Holland, you have a lot of sand. Because we're underwater.
Area, man.
Yeah. So yeah, no rat, which is
No
really
rat.
good.
Great news. You didn't even have to kill it.
No, I know. I wasn't disappointed about that. I was disappointed about I wanted to prove to myself that I could catch it. I could outsmart this animal.
Well, you did. You stopped it from...
I stopped it, but I didn't outsmart it by catching it.
Well, you could always unplug the holes.
I could
Get it, you know.
catch it.
Lure it in with like a fake female rat or something, you know? Like in a cartoon. And then it's like, ooh, who's this? And then he
Yeah,
gets
but
caught.
if you look at Tom and Jerry, this is the mouse and I'm the cat.
Yeah, right?
Look who prevails. The mouse will always win.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah.
I don't want to be Tom.
I know. Just learn. Tom's a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, just learn from Tom. Just don't use wacky hammers and stuff. Just be serious and use some poison.
Don't tie it to a rocket and send it into space.
Yeah, exactly. You know. Okay, so rat update. No more rat.
No more rat.
No more rat.
Noah, I sent you a photo. I think it
goodness.
was
Yes,
on
yes.
Thursday or Wednesday, and it was a photo comparing the new SpaceX uniform to the original NASA Moon uniform, which I have posted on our @Radio Hot Air on Instagram.
People, check it out.
Check it
Instagram.
out.
You can find all of the stuff.
This is a very controversial photo because what I question this segment is who did it better.
Who did it better? Definitely NASA astronauts.
You think NASA?
Oh, for sure.
So if you look at I'll sort of describe the photos. There's one photo where the new photo is two astronauts in this really.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
I always love how we do photos and visual things. Like we talk about flags or whatever on an audio format. I think it's so wonderful. I think it's great. Yeah.
So it's. Do you want to describe? Do you remember it roughly in your head?
I thought you were going to describe it.
Okay, I'll describe it. It's these two men standing in front of a Tesla X model, which has
Model X.
a Model X model.
I'm sorry for correcting you. It's just a
it's
habit.
alright.
It's a bad habit.
And it's
annoying.
a white car, and it has a really nasty-looking NASA sticker just stuck on the door. And they're just standing in front of it, and it's got like this blue background. It looks terrible. Where then you compare it to NASA's moon
I think
exploration.
you missed a big detail.
What was the big
which
detail?
is the stupid fucking spacesuits.
Oh, that look like it. What have? Okay.
They look so dumb.
If
I
you
gotta
search
pull
up,
it up.
No,
I
if
just
you
need to
search up,
see it so I
if you
can
search up
describe it to you.
Factorio, the new Factorio, it looks like the new Factorio spacesuits.
It does.
I don't know how to describe it. It looks like white suits with like this black visor.
It's really dumb. It looks so stupid. It's so like the helmets are dumb and sorry.
Hang on, we're just going to swiftly move into this new topic of Noah ranting about NASA and SpaceX.
Well, no, it's just like cuz the thing that he sent me is just it's this comparison of the two and the NASA astronauts from before, the early ones, are so much cooler. The spacesuit looks epic. The cars that they have are really awesome. And it's not some, like, two douchebags in a little, like modern, sleeker suit. It just looks really stupid. And I'm like, these guys don't look like they're going to space. They look like they're going to fucking Comic-Con, you know?
Indeed.
It's like they're copying some anime. You know, and that, you know, I love Teslas. I would love to have one. They look fantastic, but they're so not suitable to this like space mission. You know, those other ones, they look so much cooler. The other cars, they are so rustic and awesome.
Yeah.
And this Model X Tesla car, it's just lame in this particular way.
And I still can't get over the fact that if you look at the original photo, there's this huge like launcher landing piece of machinery that's obviously designed a prototype to go into space.
Yeah.
However, in this one, there's just a little NASA sticker.
A little NASA sticker
That's the
on a
only
Tesla.
thing that, like, if you were to look at this, it looks like they're on the set for some Hollywood film.
It does, yeah, and it's like some like spoofy film, you know, some fake film, you know, like a film that makes fun of space travel, like
Yeah.
Spaceballs, you know, something like that. It just looks a bit dumb.
And then the person in the background with a mask walking.
Yeah, and what's with the blue there? Are they in front of like a blue screen, you know?
Maybe they haven't released the official photo yet.
I don't know. I saw an official photo and it looks dumb too. I Googled it today. But it's so ridiculous. I think it has to do partially because of the shoulders and the arms. I think those look a bit dumb.
Yeah.
Don't you think? It's a bit, you know?
But still, like,
I don't know. Is it nostalgia? Is it just that we identify the coolness of the astronauts with that cool spacesuit?
Well, I think we also the stereotype of an astronaut is like live on the edge, and these two guys.
These guys just look like nerds. They just look like nerds. While those other old astronauts, they look like fucking.
These
badass.
two guys look like they belong in the ICU, and I'm not criticizing nurses and doctors for coronavirus, but these guys look like they should be treating coronavirus people, like the suits.
Yeah. So I'm just. Because I am disappointed.
Remember what you used to associate.
I think the person that designed that suit did a shit job.
It was Elon Musk himself.
Was it really?
Yep.
Elon, come on.
But I think the suits with the valves and everything, they just look so much cooler.
Yeah, look at this. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think it's ridiculous. It's too smooth. It's too trying to be modern but while looking goofy. It looks goofy.
I just hate the Tesla in the background. Like, at least choose... I don't know. At least choose, like, the Cybertruck, the new cool...
I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's a bit... It's kind of dumb.
What does anyone think? Does anyone, if you add into our chats, does anyone, like it? Any thoughts?
Well, there's a lot of disagreement that we can see here, Dunphy. Anyway, point is overall shit design. Sorry, Tesla.
Yeah.
No, sorry, SpaceX.
Sorry.
Not a fan at all. I think NASA does do you think NASA asked the sticker to be put on there? Or do you think SpaceX was like, no, we'll put the NASA sticker on it for you?
Why not put SpaceX sticker on it? Maybe they realized how lame it looked. Throwing NASA under the bus there. SpaceX, no, we cool people. NASA?
No, because NASA is cool. I love NASA. I think they have a great logo. I think the NASA logo and the NASA brand is fantastic. But this just looks stupid. I don't think imagine you're the director of NASA, and then Elon comes into your office. He knocks, right? He comes on in, and he says, "Director, I have the new designs of the suits." What do you say? What do you say to that?
If I was Elon or if I was the director?
The director.
I'd say, so how much are we paying you for this logo? I think this is a clear example of this man has a lot of money.
Yeah.
And when you have a lot of money, doesn't mean you have a lot of style. Wealth doesn't equal style.
He is stylish. He has nice cars and all this stuff, but this just looks like shit.
I think his personal styling is not very good on this.
Oh yeah. Because there's the American flag is on the shoulder, as it should be. As it should be.
It always should be, yeah.
Would you be ashamed to have the Australian flag on that astronaut's shoulder?
It wouldn't be ashamed, but I'd be questioning. I'd say, oh, what have we done?
What are we putting our label on there, man?
No, I think it would be cool in the term that, okay, we're the first SpaceX people to go up.
Yeah.
But then again, if we were like the 12th people, I think someone should come up with a new design.
I think we should find something else. It's like, I wonder for the next launch, are they going to use the same design or new one?
Well, it's happening today.
It is happening today. For the next after this. Well, assuming it doesn't blow up.
Apparently, it's a Dutch lady going up.
Huh?
A Dutch lady's going up, a Dutch female.
Oh, okay, great. But are they going to use the same suit design for the next
I reckon.
set?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is this what we're stuck with for a while?
Yeah.
Oh, Elon, why? Why did you do this to us?
But apparently the suit's way lighter than original astronaut suits.
Good for them, but it doesn't look good, though.
Original astronaut suits used to have to take 2 or 3 people to help put it on.
Yeah. The thing is, though, Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong, they did a very good job on the moon.
They did.
Right? You know why? Because in space, there's not much gravity. So the weight is not as important.
That is a very good point.
I understand that obviously weight is important when you're shooting things into space, but I think we're willing to tank that extra cost just to look cool.
Yeah, to look cooler, we can throw maybe an extra 500 million in jet fuel.
Yeah. You know why? I would. That sounds ridiculous, right? That you're paying extra money to look cool, but I would argue, one, you could probably make a really cool looking suit with the new materials, and two, actually promoting space travel to the younger people and to older people just to get more interested in, and maybe pursuing that as a career path could lead to more discoveries. So actually making it look cool, right, is beneficial. So NASA, SpaceX, you done goofed up.
No, we were just talking about space, and that actually gives me a great debate topic here, and I don't know what your thoughts are on this. But
is it off topic?
Yeah, it's off topic. We're going off the script.
Oh, shit.
We know more about space than our own ocean. This is that debate again, yeah. But
is it really? Do we? I don't think so.
Yeah. So apparently we know more about space than our own ocean. We only know like less than 1% of what's in our oceans. Do you think that's...
You know what I would say?
What? Probably
water. What's in our own oceans? Probably water.
I don't get it. I really don't. Wait,
you're not following my joke?
I'm not following your joke.
Oh, God. I meant to say, we don't know what's in... You said... This is fucking ridiculous. Okay. You said, we don't know what's in our ocean. And I said, well... Probably water.
Oh, God.
Probably water's in our ocean, Stenfi.
Oh, that was good. That was good, but... Bad.
Do you think it was a funny joke?
No. Well, actually, no, I think it was a funny joke in terms of dad jokes.
Oh, it was a funny dad joke.
It was a funny dad joke.
The moment I'm a father, whenever, in the future.
You're just going to scream at your child, probably water.
Probably, yes. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to save it. I'm going to write it down, put it in my wallet. And then that moment, the kid will be born. And I'll be like, hey, it's probably in the ocean.
If your kid falls into the canal and starts, like, is just in there, and it's like young, and his name's James, it's going to be like, what's in the canal? Probably James. It's a running joke now with your family.
Yeah. The future non-existent. Yeah, exactly. Great, man.
Non-existent.
Not lucky to have this planned out, Luckily, we have this organized before anything happens. That's vital. Anyway, what you were saying, sorry.
Do you think that it's okay that we know more about space than our own, like, water, like our own sea?
I think it's all about utility and what can be... I don't know. I wouldn't know what can be gained from learning more about our own oceans versus what learning more about space.
Mine?
More minerals, maybe, but that would pollute our oceans too. It also seems like
not if we get BP to do it.
No, but if we explore the ocean,
yeah,
right, that seems like a much more difficult task than exploring space.
Really?
Right? Yeah. Because there's so much more, like... What? That may sound... I think that sounds strange.
Hang on.
But...
You just pop, like, a little drone in the water. Space is
like... Yeah, pop a little drone in the water, but you know how much water there is. You know how... This may sound stupid. I feel like I'm sounding very dumb right now. But space, what we can do...
It's not like it's years of training.
Yeah.
And...
Well, no, but, we launch satellites and we get to image all these different parts of space instead of having to send probes to all of the different parts of space. So if you have like a cubic meter or cubic kilometer of space, it's much easier to examine than a cubic kilometer of the ocean because we can just use a satellite to examine the images. Right?
Sea satellites?
I assume we can't really do that as much because of the water and the fact that there's shit in there, right? Space, very empty, right? There's not like a lot to find there. A planet, quite rare, even though space is huge. Most of space is empty.
Yeah.
So I feel like, exploring space, when approaching science, feelings are the most important, right?
Sorry, I was just picturing if there was like a water satellite, some Russian submarine thinking it was a US submarine just shooting it. We got them! No.
But yeah, it depends. Apparently, we've decided there's more utility in exploring space than exploring the oceans, which is great. If that's the case, I trust that scientists are on it and have made that cost decision, and that's the way that we're doing it. Furthermore, exploring space is so beneficial to humanity.
In the long run, yeah.
Not even the long run. In the technology that we have, right? All of the science that we're doing is enabling future missions for economic reasons, and is creating technology that we use on Earth.
Yeah.
Right? Like all of this heat proofing, all of this insulation materials, all of this aerodynamic research so that the rocket's more efficient. Yeah. Because all this stuff in spacecraft needs to be as light as possible, right? Yep. So all of that research into getting really light composite materials, fantastic for stuff on Earth, for aircraft, for airplanes, this kind of thing. So exploring space is hugely beneficial.
Yeah.
And I would just argue that we do more of it because space is so cool.
Nice.
What do you think?
I think we need to explore more of the sea.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I want to find myself a megalodon.
A megalodon. We think those still exist?
Oh, we definitely have giant sharks.
Sharks.
I don't know if it's a megalodon, but we definitely have giant sharks.
You just winked at me. Why did you just wink at me?
I did.
Why'd you wink at me, Dunphy?
Because we definitely have giant sharks.
Wink.
Wink. It sounds like some sort of sexual connotation.
Yeah,
No,
but what if we
it's
have,
not.
like, giant space sharks? No, seriously, man. What if there is life in space somehow? We don't know.
I like how I laugh at the idea of giant space sharks, but not giant sea sharks.
Yeah.
Do you think there are space sharks?
God, what are you, a fucking moron? You know? Like,
no, yeah, there could be.
there could
Could be little green men running around the moon.
Yeah, isn't that cooler? Isn't the fact that we could find life on another planet cooler than finding more life on Earth where we already know there is life?
Well, I reckon all the little green men are back in space because they were at Area 51, but as soon as the raid happened, and
Excuse me? Why'd you go quiet? Well, you know what? We'll just gloss over that one. We'll just move right along. Just right along. Yeah. Okay. Dunphy. We'll just move right along what you just did to my computer. Just
he
move
has a
right.
thing. He hates me touching his buttons,
Yeah.
but I had to swiftly move along there.
You have to swiftly move along.
So how's everyone doing on this fine day?
Oh, there's two things.
Okay.
Two things.
Two things.
One is very quick.
Okay.
And it's the discovery I made recently. Today, actually.
Okay.
I've been having a lot of iced tea because it's delicious. And I've have this iced tea that I got in Japan where you just literally put a tea bag in cold water and it makes iced tea. It's delicious. And I kept having the problem because I was making huge jugs of it that the little tea Lipton tag got into the water.
You
know
just cut it off?
Yeah.
I ruined your whole story.
You did. You totally
Sorry.
pulled the rug from under me. Yeah. That's what I did.
That's what anyone would do.
Yeah, but I didn't
They
think
just
of it. I've
stare
been
at-
dealing with this for weeks, right? I've been weeks of this little fucking tag falling into the water, and each time I wanted something, like I'd pull it out, put it on the side, and each time I wanted something, it'd fall back in and have to deal with the problem again, right?
Just cut it off.
And then today I was making some more, and I was like, you know what? I could just cut it off.
It took you this long to realize you could just cut
Weeks, weeks,
Oh.
Dunphy, and you just.
Well, in other news, I'm going to surprise Noah here and tell him that I can tell you haven't ridden your bike for a long time
How can you tell?
because there's a bunch of spiders living on it.
No.
Yeah.
You're kidding. You're
Noah
kidding.
is afraid of spiders.
I hate spiders.
So I just thought I'd give you
Is it really?
It is.
Oh, that's not fun. Okay. You want to deal with it for me? No. You want to just, like,
because
take it?
I put my hand through it and it's like a bunch of cobwebs, like, oh, shivers.
Seriously?
Yeah, like you have a lot of spiders on your bike.
What? But I biked, like, last week.
That's a long time. 'Cause
What
you live
the
near
heck?
a bush as well. Like, not.
I live near a bush. Yes, I do, Dunphy. Right? I'm
Your
like
bike lives near
with
a bush.
all of the cave people too. It's a big community here, right? You know.
Sorry, I got so descriptive about where you live. Near a bush.
Yeah, very. Yeah. You know, it's the Dutch tradition, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And what was your slightly longer topic?
That was the other thing.
The other thing.
What was the other thing? Now I've lost. Iced tea I wanted to talk about. No, we've already done a rant. I don't want to rant again.
No, go rant. Let's go.
No.
Come on.
We'll do
I
that
need
next
to rant.
week.
I need
We'll
to
do it
rant.
next week.
Okay.
You need to rant? What about?
I don't know. Just give me something I can rant about with you.
No, I don't think you'll have the same opinion as me.
Oh, okay.
We'll do the coronavirus update.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, we can do that. The coronavirus update.
We need to get like a more like.
Do.
Yeah, like a.
Like a. Don't do that. You shouldn't. Don't do that on the table.
yeah.
Then ruins the microphones. You need to like. I feel like that's really bad for the I can't. For me, I don't hear that, but I feel like for the people, it's.
Oh,
gonna
I
suck.
can hear it. It's not too bad.
Oh, you can hear. Oh, because we can. Yeah.
Just throwing it out there, we can hear everything again.
Kind of, but I don't hear the delay.
I was being facetious.
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 I don't know what that means. No. You're not Googling
Facetious.
it. No. What does it mean, Dunphy? No. No. Go away. What does it mean? You use the word.
It's practically being like sarcastic, except in different terminology. Like, it's practically sarcasm, except different. But switch it up.
Hey Siri. What is facetious? Facetious.
I'll say it. She's not
No,
gonna
I just
understand you.
got it.
She's not gonna-
got it. She got it. What is facetious?
There you go.
I found this on the web.
Oh, I need your face.
Oh God.
I'm so sorry, folks.
I can't complete your request.
You can't complete my request.
What is the definition of facetious?
The definition of the word facetious is cleverly amusing in tone.
What? Cleverly amusing in time?
Yep. No tone.
Cleverly amusing in tone.
Yeah.
That was
Like
not
sarcasm.
facetious. No,
Yeah, it was.
no. That was a bunch of bull, okay?
Hang on. What did I say again? See, we got so carried up. I forgot how I said it.
Okay, well, facetious. Now I know a new word, huh? Corona update. Oh, we needed a new theme song.
Yeah, we do.
Do.
Yeah, something more like. What about like a news thing?
Like a news thing.
Yeah.
Like breaking news.
A news bulletin.
No.
News bulletin. Oh, I can't. You don't like Siri.
We can't use Siri anymore. The folks have trouble hearing the Siri. Don't. You're going to freak them out.
Yes, so coronavirus. The UK has decided to implement a travel restriction on the 6th of June. So they gave their people 3 weeks' notice that, you will be stuck in your houses for 2 weeks for self-quarantine, and police officers or police females will come check on you.
Police officers are male
Oh,
or
I thought I
female?
said policemen. Policemen and police females, or police officers, or police trons, as they say in South Africa.
Okay.
They will come and check on your house for 2 weeks quarantine. But don't worry, for this 3 weeks, go ahead, travel wherever you want, come back. We don't care.
Yeah, okay. How about you? How have you been holding up in the last week since we met?
I'm all right.
You notice? Are you having much of a different life because of the virus?
Nah.
Nah. You're just doing whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not breaking 1.5 meters.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Well, there's definitely 1.5 inches or more between us, so it's okay.
Yes, that's exactly right, Dunphy. Yeah. For me, it's nothing terrible. It's just I've just been a bit distraught by what's been happening in the States because family's there and it's all a bit crazy. So that's not pleasant.
Well, I love everyone that has family being directly or indirectly affected by coronavirus.
Yeah, the only thing that I've been having problems with is I've been waking up late. And I've been waking up at 11 every day, which isn't too late. It's not crazy.
That's very late.
For you, yeah. Right? What do you think?
I go to sleep at 12 or 11. I used to go to sleep early. I used to be an early riser and early sleeper. But now I've been getting up at around 8 a.m.
I know, during school, I normally woke up at 8.
Really? I usually woke up at 6:30.
Yeah, fucking crazy.
Why?
Anyway.
Because it makes you feel more... It takes you about an hour to get fully aware.
Not me. I just wake up, have a shower, get ready, I'm up.
Inject coffee into every single vein like a...
No, I don't have coffee until a bit later. I just like coffee. I don't need coffee. Said all coffee addicts ever. But seriously, I don't need coffee.
Should I tell you about... Noah worked so hard to get our school to have a coffee machine.
Oh, yes, in the common room. That was my
one. School.
Not just mine, okay? Me and Manon, who was on the show a while back, I think the episode's called Banana Tape, we worked on that together, and we got a fucking coffee machine.
They did. But the problem was, Noah, for a little bit, not the whole time, only a little bit, had a little problem with how much coffee he consumed, and we were all worried about it.
You were worried about it?
Miss Troy, our wonderful economics teacher, even mentioned, is he okay?
No, she didn't. I don't.
You had a lot of...
I didn't have a lot. He's over-exaggerating.
How many cups of coffee was your most? Now, be honest here. It was a lot. I can count it. It was at least
3, 4. That was max.
In the morning.
Not morning. That was through the entire day.
And Noah's already like this as soon as he wakes.
Look,
he's someone that's very loud. So
I like coffee.
This,
it's delicious. It's fucking delicious.
But they weren't like small cups. They were like travel mug cups.
They were like nice cups.
They were travel mug size.
No,
cups.
it's just a cup. I can't control the size. It was little plastic pods. It just fills a cup. Okay? Dunphy, I'm not being defensive now. Okay?
You're not being defensive.
I'm not being defensive. I'm being offensive because you're a lying piece of shit. It was not that bad.
CN.
CN? What?
Stuffed it up.
What did he?
CA. Coffee Anonymous.
Coffee.
I said
CN.
CN.
Yeah. Coffee for no one is what you're...
Coffee for Noah.
Coffee for Noah.
Coffee for Noah.
Support us now and get
ladies
me
and gentlemen,
another cup of coffee.
If someone likes our photo, anyone at all, on our Instagram page, Noah next week, I will promise you we will do a coffee episode where Noah will have a few cups of coffee during the
But
episode.
there's like...
No,
during the episode, I
During-
can't drink...
yeah, you can.
That's not...
Yeah, you
I
can.
can't drink a few cups of coffee during
Okay.
an episode.
We will make him drink some cups of coffee before the show, and we will see a comparison.
I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's happening.
I'm putting it. I'm setting a reminder.
You're not setting a reminder.
I'm setting
not
a
doing this
reminder.
bullshit. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to deprive myself of sleep so that low sleep plus coffee equals normal.
That's actually a smart idea. Let's see if that works. Scientifically proven.
I'm not doing that. I said I'd do. I'm not doing that. That's insane. I'm not
said
ruining
you
my
promised,
day.
You promised.
You promised on my fucking behalf. No is the answer to that, my good sir. You know Martin?
Yes.
You try to push my buttons again? Oh. You know Martin?
Yeah.
He has like six cups of coffee in a day.
That makes sense, though.
Then it's okay, right?
Yeah,
if I have 4, then everyone freaks the
He's
fuck
Russian.
out.
He needs... see, I have this theory that Russians aren't humans. They're robots, and they're fueled
All
with coffee.
Russians.
All Russians are...
That's a bit racist.
Well, I saw this very...
That's a small racism there,
No,
bud.
I'm joking. I saw this very funny meme.
That's the title of the episode, by the way. All Russians are robots.
All Russians are robots. Okay.
Probably.
I saw this very
Maybe
funny
not. I
meme
don't
that
know.
said it was an American comedian. I'm not going to name him.
Why not?
Because I forgot his name.
It's like out of respect for him, I won't name him.
He made this joke saying, in Russia, we only have 2 cases of coronavirus. One was a gay man and one was a reporter. Because Russians, we're not susceptible.
Yes. You know what's happening in Russia? There were these reports of Russian ventilators blowing up and catching on fire.
Oh, that was so bad.
And I'm just like, really, Russia? Come on. You know.
We use finest steam-powered technology.
You know, Russia, I always think they act like they're this first world country with interfering in our elections like America does, like the CIA, being all successful and being intimidating with their nuclear weapons and all, right? But never forget, Russia still kind of sucks.
Do you know what Russia did too? So there was a hospital, and you know what they did for a little while for all their sick doctors and nurses? They locked them in a room that had coronavirus.
Seriously, that's not great.
The people who contracted it, the doctors and healthcare workers, they locked them in a room.
That's awful. That's not okay. Our support goes out to all of the healthcare workers because heroes, just like the grocery store people. Because I want my snacks. Okay.
Captain Sully, you're a hero.
Yes, Sully's a fucking hero. Do you think you ever have a moment like that in your life, a Sully moment?
Nah.
You think you'll just have no incidents?
Nah.
No forgetting to pull some levers?
I'm just going to benefit here. You know, aviation still is voted the safest.
Voted or statistically?
Statistically and voted.
Who votes? Who votes?
I do.
You're.
I do, right here.
I cast my one vote.
Cast my one vote. Anyone in favor? Aye. Anyone
no,
against the motion?
Yeah, me.
Sorry, I can't hear that. No, yeah.
Is it safer than train travel?
Safer than train travel.
How's that crazy?
Because look at India, where they have like a lot of derailments. People climb on the roof, they fall off.
Oh, okay. So
It's not like you can
people.
really climb on the roof of a plane. Actually,
Well,
you can.
you can.
You can.
Wouldn't end very well.
No, people with parachutes do it all the time.
What?
It's not really good.
How do they? No. Explain. We have like 2 minutes.
We have a minute and 15 seconds, but anyway, they
Well,
will
you know
climb
what?
out the door and they will grab on and they will have like gloves on with like the rubber, so it's like a bit more grippy.
Yeah,
They'll
grippy.
try and
Grippy rubber.
like
What? What?
you know exactly what.
Okay, that
See,
was a terrible laugh. It's fine.
Oh, so we're gonna move on from
We're
this?
moving
I'm
on.
not
No,
gonna-
it's the end of the episode. Thank you all for listening to Radio Hot Air. You can find us live at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/Radio Hot Air and on Instagram at Radio Hot Air. Did you make Twitter?
I did not make Twitter.
We don't have Twitter. Have a great day.
Search
Tell
out what
us-
rubber means in the Urban Dictionary. That's
No,
what I
you
was
don't.
thinking.
We're going, and that was all for today. Thank you for listening.